This is Mr. Magnifico and this is my Nintendo Switch. As amazing as this device is, the Joy-Cons on the other hand suffer from the same issue as many other modern controllers, that being stick drift. As you can see on the screen appears to be moving by itself. This also happens when you're playing a game, which can get very annoying. But before you go ahead and throw out your Joy-Con or spend money on a new one, it's worth knowing that we can fix this with nothing more than cardstock, such as a business card. So let's go ahead and do this. Of course, for this fix, you will need to disassemble your Joy-Con. If you own any Nintendo product, I highly recommend getting this kit. This video is not sponsored. I bought it on Amazon, but you can find similar kits on Temu or similar websites for less. It has everything you need: screwdrivers, tweezers and picks. So to begin, use the 1.5 by 50mm tri-wing screwdriver to remove the 4 screws, one in each corner of the Joy-Con. Next, use the plastic pick to separate the two halves of the plastic shell. Once all the tabs have become undone, you can simply separate the two halves. Be careful with the ribbon cable. Although it is lengthy and robust, it's still prone to damage if you yank it. The next step is to remove the battery connector. This can be done using the tweezer. Simply pull it up. The way this connector has been designed allows you to simply pull it straight up without damaging it. The next step is to use the pick again to gently pry out the battery. Surprisingly, the battery did not put up a fight and came out easily. The next step is to use the 1.5 by 50mm Phillips head screwdriver to remove 3 screws, 2 under the battery diagonal to each other and 1 in the lower right corner. Once all 3 screws are removed, the shell will simply come off. And this is all the disassembly that we are going to need. Now comes the magic. All we're going to do is take one of these business cards and cut out a 1-inch square from this. If you find that the card you have or the business card is too thin, then simply go ahead and double it up. For the fix, we just need to take this square piece of card and place it on top of this shiny metal. This is the underside of the analog stick that is causing the drift. And that's it. All we have to do now is place the shell back and reassemble the Joy-Con. So in reverse order, we'll start by reinstalling the 3 Phillips head screws. Thankfully, they are the same size, so you don't have to worry about which screw goes where. The next step is to place the battery back where we found it. There should be plenty of adhesive for the battery to hold. The next step is to reconnect the battery cable. This is probably the trickiest part, but using a tweezer to hold it down and a screwdriver to push it into place is the best way to do this. Finally, it's time to close the shell of the Joy-Con. The tabs that were removed using the pick will now click back into place, and you will know that it's ready to screw it back together. And to complete this repair, we need to reinstall the 4 tri-wing screws, and we will have a perfectly working Joy-Con. And just like that, you've got working Joy-Cons with no stick drift. You can now calibrate the sticks if you want. All that's left to do now is to enjoy your favorite game with no issues. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share, like and subscribe.